Good morning, guys. Today is day 61 since the collapse of the Francis Scott Key Bridge here in Baltimore. It is May 25th, quarter till 10. So I believe today or yesterday was the first day that Fort Armistead Park has been open since the day of the incident. That's where I'm at right now. In the background here, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Yep, there we go. You can see two ships. Those are over at Dundalk Marine Terminal. And then we come over here. You'll be able to see two things over there. A red ship, I forget what that is. And then you'll see the dolly. The dolly is, whoa, right there. And there's a crane over there working. But back over here, bridge truss. A little bit ago, it looks like the Chessie and Gus were working. They're still doing some operations over here. But you can see, I believe where it hit was this bridge truss right here. We'll zoom out. And you can see the edge of the bridge on the south side. I believe this is a Hawkins Point temporary channel. And then you have another bridge truss there, and another one there. And the edge of the north side of the bridge, and that's a Salvage Point temporary channel, which I believe is open 24/7 now for recreational boats. But the Port of Baltimore has been getting back to normal. I've been keeping track of all the ships that have been coming in. It's my spreadsheet is quickly filling up. There were some ships that came in this morning, yesterday. I mean, it's getting back to normal slowly. Like I said, today's day 61 since the day of the collapse. It's just eerie to be down here and see this, especially a bridge truss of what was once the Francis Scott Key Bridge in the water. I tried to come down here the day of the incident at about 4:30 in the morning, so about 3 hours after the incident happened, after a phone call from one of my neighbors. And of course I wasn't able to come down. They've been using Fort Armistead Park for operations. I believe Army Corps of Engineers has been here. This has been their mobile command. Up here on the bridge, there used to be a communications truck. I believe that was Ace and whatnot. But we zoom out here, we come out here, you'll see Fort Carroll, and then a crane barge, and then there's another barge out here, and then there's another crane barge here, and then over in the distance you can see TPA, Trade Point Atlantic, which was never shut down after the collapse because it wasn't affected. They actually got more ships in there, but I don't know if you can hear any of this. There is, other than the water, looks to be hearing some engines roaring over on where we're zoomed in here. So it's just very surreal to be down here, as I used to drive this bridge almost daily to visit family, and now it's gone. And I believe from what I'm being told is this portion of the bridge, and then let me zoom in here, this northern section of the bridge is going to be removed when they actually rebuild. So I am truly hoping that they allow the park, Fort Armistead Park, to remain open during the rebuild so we can document the progress and everything of the rebuild. And we'll probably get some pictures and images and whatnot from World Trade Center and the Inner Harbor. Maybe we can talk with someone who has a boat to take us out and get some pictures and video from the waterway. But in case they listen to this, the Coast Guard, Army Corps of Engineers, State Police, all the first responders that came out here on the day of the incident, thank you for getting the port back open and rescuing everyone that you could. As many of you know, we lost 6 construction workers from this tragedy, and they were up on that bridge repairing the roadway, concrete work. When it went down, they were on break. If you guys have not listened to the initial dispatch from Broadcastify of MDTA, I encourage you guys to do that. It's a very surreal audio, especially at the end. When they say the bridge is in the water. But they have moved heaven and earth to get to where we are today. Unified Command, Coast Guard, Army Corps of Engineers, all the contractors are out here working. I believe at one time, I don't know if it's still out here, there was a new Grove crane from my hometown, or they have a factory in my hometown that was out here working. And I was able to talk to one of the guys actually on McDonald's and whatnot as I was watching them put together these arms for these cranes. So if you guys are just tuning in, hey Wayne, hey Chris, CC, down at Fort Armistead Park. Yesterday or today were the first days open for the park. So if we zoom in here, this is the south side of the channel. I believe this is right near the Hawkins Point temporary channel. And then you can see the BG&E power lines and the support structures, or what was the support structure right there. And then another 2 support, and then the north side of the channel, and then that is the Sellers Point temporary channel. So yeah, it's like I said, I've been down here for a little bit now. It's very surreal. The Gus and the Chessie, I believe, were working out there by that that support beam. So, but like I said, the port's kind of, I wouldn't say completely back to normal, but it's almost there. We did have a cruise ship come in from Royal Caribbean. I'm not sure when that leaves. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. I'll find out. We have 2 ships. I believe that's over at Dundalk. And then over here, let me take the sunglasses off so I can see it better. Over here we have a ship and the dolly on the left side of the screen. So work still being done on the dolly over there. There is a crane, and I'm sorry for the bouncing. I'm kind of zoomed in far, and phone's not. I don't have the phone on a stand. So yeah. So as we scroll out here to just the river and mouth of the bay and whatnot. So yeah, very, very interesting, guys. All right, signing off.